Is Sanjuni Swami. I will explain to you drawbacks of file management system. Uh, this is the content of file management system. Introduction, data redundancy, data redundancy and inconsistency, lack of data integrity, poor data security, difficulty in data access, limited data sharing, lack of backup and recovery. Uh, Drawbacks of file management system versus DBMS. Last one is the conclusion. What is a file management system? In a file management system, uh, in DBMS means data management system, refers to the way data is stored, organized, and managed on storage devices using files. Means our data will be stored. Our data will be stored without using database. While it was commonly used in every computer systems, it comes with many limitations that makes it for modern applications. These are the file handling systems: data storage, file structured access methods, data integrity and security. We will explain one by one. Data storage. Storage means organizing data into files that can be stored on physical media. File structure means defining how records are arranged within files. For example, sequential indexed. Third one is the access methods, providing ways to retrieve and modify data efficiently. For example, using indexing or hashing. Last one is the data integrity and data security. Data integrity and data security means in ensuring data is stored safely and access is controlled. We will discuss about drawbacks of data file management system in a database. The first one is the data redundancy and data inconsistency. Data redundancy means data redundancy refers to the unnecessary duplicate data access multiple files. Why it is happens since files are created independently for different applications or departments, that some data may be stored in multiple files. So, for example, employee name, ID, address, etc. details. Um, etc. details. Problems caused wastage storage space will be requires updating the same data in multiple places increases choices of inconsistency. For example, an employee's contact details, whatever addresses, these are the might be stored separated in a payroll, uh, play, payroll, HR and attendance files. This is about data redundancy. Next one is the data inconsistency. Inconsistency means mm, occurs when the same data difference across multiple files. Um, uh, Causes due to redundant data not being updated consistently in a files. Uh, impact impact in the files leads to confusion, incorrect information, and unreliability reports. Means it increases the consistency and incorrect informations. Uh, for example, if employee address is updated in the HR file but not in the role file refers with will show in inflect, inflecting information. This is the uh, this is solved about to the DBMS. So that's why DBMS is produced. Lack of Next one is the lack of data integrity. Lack of data integrity means data integrity refers to a accuracy and reliability of data. Means high risk of incorrect or invalid data will be stored. Data integrity means maintaining the accuracy, inconsistency, and reliability of data through its life cycle. Means not a change. So day by day data in the uh, file management system. Uh, no infrastructure of rules prevents increase incorrect duplicates or incomplete data. Validity checks are manual and error prone. For example, students record may be saved without a valid ID or without a negative age, or there are no validation rules. These are all about the lack of data integrity. Next one is the poor data security. Poor data security means in traditional files management system, data security is obtained weak or in, insufficient, making it major drawbacks. Data security is means protecting that form unauthorized access or modifications. File systems offers to limited or no access control mechanism, no support for role-based access or user authentications. For example, in a school systems, if students' records are stored in a plain files, any staff members with access to the computer can read or change the sensitive data like grades or fees when they should not. um, um, Another one example is the any staff members could pro- potentially access competent uh, payroll data. It's if it's stored as a plain files. These all about the poor data security. Uh, Next drawback is the file difficulty in a data access. File difficulty in a data access means um, in a traditional file management system, accessing and retrieving data in often difficult due to server limitations. Mm, Server's limitation. These are the limitations: lack of flexibility, no standard query language, dependency on programmers. Uh, in a file, this is the main drawback of file system. Means in a DBMS, uh, query language is used and query will be solved in a DBMS. These and all about. So that's why DBMS will be produced. Mm. Uh, Difficulty, data access difficulty means retrieving and processing data is not user friendly in the file system, and the DBMS will be also will be users friendly. High level query language require writing complex code for each retrieve task. For example, generating a list of customer from a certain city may require custom code that scans that since each records manually. This all about the difficulty in data access. Limited data sharing. In a file management system, we will share the limited data. Um, Limited data means traditional file management system data shared between user or department is a limited and efficient. Sharing data across multiple users is not a streamlined. Data is associated in separate files, making integrations difficult. No central responsibility restoring data. And different file format and structures causes com- compatibility access issue. For example, if the HR and payroll department maintaining the separate employee files. Any updates in a system, for example, salary change, may not reflect in the other, leading to my miscommunication and error. This is the main example. Second one is the salary and salary, address department maintaining separated. Customer record may result is duplications in and miscommunications. These are the limited data sharing. Lack of lack of backup and recovery. Lack of backup and recovery means in a traditional file management system, data backup data and recovery process is either missing or very basic, which is a major disadvantage of the file drawback of file management system. Um, in the why it is a problem, why it's a problem. Manual backup. Manual backup is less. No automated recovery. No automated recovery. Automatic will be not a recover in the files. Risk of the data loses. This is the problem, and the file system cannot handle multiple processes, and it is a automatic no automatic backup will be features. Automatic backup करण्याचं features will be not available in a file system. So no support for recovery after system failures. This is the main drawback of the file system. For example, if a power failure corrupts a file, all the data may be lost permanently with no way to recover that data. Suppose you give a one university example. Some students record, all students record will be stored in university uh, system, that one time will be so one will be delayed the data to the our university. That time in a file system, not a system, one a specific system to give a backup data to another time. This is the drawback of file management system. So these all about the file management drawbacks of file management system. We will discuss about drawbacks of file management system versus DBMS. DBMS means data management system. Um, accept uh, accepts the drawbacks of file management system and DBMS. Acceptance. Data redundancy. High high In a high data redundancy data in a drawbacks of file management systems means file systems means FMS is the short form of file system and means some data may be stored in multiple files means high in a DBMS loop. Data is data is centralized and redundancy is minimized through the normalization. This all about the data redundancy. Data inconsistency. Next one is the data inconsistency. Data inconsistency is the frequent and in a DBMS is the rare rare due frequent in a files management system due to reduced data due to redundant and independent data storage in a file management system and in a DBMS rare change are reflected throughout due to centralized control data. And next one is the data integrity. Data integrity in a file management system is poor and DBMS is just strong. Why file management system it is a poor? No constraint like a primary key, forget foreign key, secondary key. These keys are not available in file management system. Available, but it's poor. In a DBMS, it's all are strong. Integrity constraints, unforced, valid, secure, accurate and consistent data in a DBMS. Next one is the data security. Data security in a file management system is weak and DBMS is strong. Uh, Limited in a file management system, limited access control. Any can access more access or modify files. In a file management system, this is a very weak, but in a DBMS, it is a very strong. User authentications roles and permissions control data access in a DBMS. We will explain to you one example. One so last one is go to the conclusion. In a file management system, perform several measures drawbacks, including data redundancy and inconsistency, lack of data integrity and security, difficulty in data access, limited data sharing, lack of backup and recovery mechanism. These are all about discuss in about slides. Um, yeah. The in a file management system, this is a not a cover, but in a DBMS, it's all are a cover. So that's why these are the drawbacks of file management system. So this reason we will use DBM data management system to the data redundancy and consistency, lack of data integrity and security. Uh, that's saving the files. These limitations result in inefficient data handling, increases risk for error, poor data reliability, and higher maintenance refers. So these are all about the drawbacks of file management system, and I will explain to you um, file management system versus DBMS data management system. So I hope to you clear about this concept to you. Thank you for giving watching to my video.